You too. What's hood? What's gunning, man? Listen, we in Mobile, Alabama with it today. We got a crazy situation. Title: Mobile, Alabama rapper body his friend and dropped a diss song the same day. Let's get right to it.
Has connected 6 shootings to gang activity, 5 of them in the last year. Prosecutors say gang brothers Isaiah Kelly and Jamarcus Holyfield were both indicted for the shooting at the community center. Kelly was charged in the 2015 shooting of a woman on Monterey Street and is also charged in the shooting at the Trinity Gardens parade. Holyfield is charged in the Grand Hall shooting, where he was said to have been targeting a rival gang member, Jamarcus Jefferson. Jefferson was later killed in a drive-by shooting on Driftwood Drive. Several hours later, police say another man was killed on Lafayette Street in retaliation.
I just felt so relieved and so ecstatic, but then disappointed at the same time of the person that they did charge with it, because they was friends.
For a long time, law enforcement denied that there was a gang problem in Mobile. And, we're starting to see the results of that. I've stated publicly several times we are targeting these gang members. And
Bro, they called these dudes gang brothers. Bro, what is a gang brother? Like gang bangers?
if they continue that activity, they're going to see us and we're going to lock your ass in. There's a lot of self-proclaimed rappers, and he's a thug is what he is, and I hope he will spend the rest of his life in prison.
Fam, today, as the officer just said, we got a self-proclaimed rapper that managed to drop a diss track the same day he was arrested for murder. A man who arrested a year later for the demise of his friend. And if what authorities is alleging him of doing is true, the crime was done only a month after just coming home. The same day he dropped one of his biggest songs to this day. A young man who was arrested more than 10 times in the last 10 years. Today we talk about who he is, his crew, his past, his beef in the streets, some of his music, and why he just got arrested for murder for the demise of his friend a year later. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Find me, Isaiah Kelly. His rap stage name is Kev.
That's an ugly boy. He look like YNW Melly. This nigga look like a goddamn Wish. What is it? Wish? The value brand YNW Melly. And he bodying his friends too. Bro, and he body his homie. This YNW Melly gang brother. When they call this nigga a gang brother, nigga, him and YNW Melly's gang brothers.
Respect. The KFN stands for came from nothing. He from Mobile, Alabama. He rep Foxes and Fours. Now, prior to this arrest, he was arrested for almost a year in 2022. He was charged for shooting into an occupied home. But to really give you an understanding of who KFN Spec really is, we have to go back to 2015. 9 years ago, KFN Spec was only 15 years old, and he started.
I've been hitting licks since 15.
Getting arrested. In 2015, he was arrested and charged with being one of 7 teenagers who surrounded and shot a woman during a carjacking attempt. It happened on Monterey streets. The victim was on her way home from work when she was shot in the face. Kelly admitted being there when it happened, but another suspect admitted to pulling the trigger. The victim lost her right eye in the incident. Isaiah Kelly, aka KFN Spec, was arrested 2 years later in 2017 for a shooting near Thomas Civilian Community Center. Now Kelly, aka KFN Spec, he was
Nah, boy. He popped Shorty eye out. Bro, he hit Shorty with a straight bop, 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 bop. Goddamn, he hit a nigga in the eye. Nah, this nigga a demon, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's my sister or my mother or a family member to me, nigga, both your eyes. I need them shits. I'm taking both of them shits.
18 years old at the time of the shooting. 2 teens was injured in the shoot. 18-year-old Jamarcus Holyfield was also arrested in connection with that shooting. Now, Holyfield was also found guilty of reckless manslaughter in a shooting that killed 15-year-old Anisha Baker. May she rest in peace. A love of condolences to her family.
She was 15? Oh my God, bro. Rest in peace, my nigga. Bro, rest in peace. Condolences. Condolences to the family, bro. This is crazy, dog. Yo, she's a kid?
A level of condolences to her family. That incident happened at the Grand Hall in 2018. Now, Holyfield was said to have been targeting a rival gang member who go by the name of Jamarcus Jefferson, who later passed away. Now, prosecutors say Kelly and Holyfield were gang brothers. But then just a few months after the shooting near the community center in 2018, Kelly was one of 3 people arrested on several charges after 3 people were hit by bullets after the annual Trinity Guards parade. But charges against Kelly in that shooting were dropped just a month later. No one would talk.
A man is dead and 2 others injured, including a child, after a shooting near the Trinity Gardens Mardi Gras parade today. WKRG News 5's Haley Kennedy is joining us now. And Haley, those at the parade say that they heard these shots ring out right as things were starting.
Not even to make jokes, bro, but son right here look like he just hit a line. My son look like he sniffed 3 lines like Adidas. My son just hit the Adidas before he came to set. My son took a big sniff, nigga, that white girl.
Those at the parade say that they heard these shots ring out right as things were starting to roll.
Yeah, Asher, everyone that I talked to today told me that they are just disappointed that such a fun event turned out to be a tragedy.
That was brokenhearted today. My heart was really broke.
Ruby Hoppins says after hearing gunshots just across the street from where she lives, striking a 20-year-old man who MPD says was found lying in the middle of Next Street near McCants Avenue.
When I walked to the corner and saw them try to retrieve him, I couldn't go no farther.
The man was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
Me and my grandkids was getting ready to go to the parade, and we heard pop, 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 and I stopped and we didn't go.
Those other gunshots struck 2 other people, including an 18-year-old who MPD says is seriously hurt and a 16-year-old boy.
And it was scary.
Yo, the sad part is by now, them kids already know what them pop, pop, pop sounds is. By now, them kids already know that, oh, grandma, somebody's shooting. Dog. Like, bro, I swear, bro, that's my goal, gang. I was raised like this in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Always gunshots, always ducking down in the window, ducking when you outside. I don't want to raise my kids like that, bro. That's my goal, bro. That's all I want out of life, bro. I don't want to raise my kids like that, gang.
It really was.
All happening Saturday morning just off of the Trinity Garden parade route that was getting ready to roll. Hoppins says it's usually a tradition for her and her family to go, but today they stayed home.
Don't you see all the finers in the yard? My family come and we get together, we eat, and everybody go back home. Everybody be safe.
However, this is not the first time the Trinity Garden Parade has seen a scene like this. This video shows the scene from 6 years ago in 2018 where 3 parade watchers were hit by gunfire, but thankfully survived. 3 men were arrested in that case.
You can't even come out and watch a parade in peace. You got old people at a parade. You got young kids at a parade. You got babies at a parade. You got people participating in the parade. So you mean to tell me the nigga with the drums, oh boom, oh boom, oh boom, oh boom, that nigga getting popped? Cause y'all niggas got street beef? Yo, at the parade? Come on, my nigga.
Pleaded guilty to assault. The third was shot and killed at a Pritchard gas station last March. But Hoppins says enough is enough.
Stop the violence. Let the law break whatever need to be breaking, you know?
Police have not made an arrest and are asking anyone with any information on the shooter to give them a call. Reporting in the studio, Haley Kennedy, WKRG.
Fast forward to 2022, 4 years later, KFN Spec, 23 years old. He got a name in the streets at this point. He's starting to drop more music that's starting to pick up. But in May of 2022, Kelly would get arrested again. It was a Saturday in connection with a shooting that happened on March 18, 2022. According to Mobile Police, they say they officers discovered 2 homes and an unoccupied car in the 1100 block of Quigley Street.
Nah, this nigga must be the 5-star general of Mobile, Alabama, bro. Matter of fact, it's Honeycomb Brazy, then this nigga. Honeycomb Brazy first, because Honeycomb Brazy was putting in work since 12, nigga. He started at 15. Honeycomb started at 12, nigga, caught a body for his pops. So, Honeycomb Brazy first, then you got this nigga right here. He next, bro. And then Finesse 2 times somewhere else around there.
Hit by bullets. No one was injured. Now, mind.
Oh, wait. Finesse from Memphis, ain't he?
At this point, they saying KFN Spec and his crew terrorizing the streets. In fact, they said they was responsible for more than 5 shootings in the span of a month.
It's Mobile's gang problem and what the city is doing to fight it. Just yesterday, we told you how prosecutors believe the shooting death of 15-year-old Anissa Baker at the Grand Hall was the result of a gang rivalry. We looked back at several other shootings and uncovered a disturbing trend. 8 innocent bystanders have been injured as a result of this ongoing street feud, and some of the suspects are linked to more than one crime. News 5's Katerina Lukatich sat down with Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste to see what police are doing to address the problem.
As we learn more about the Grand Hall shooting, we're getting a deeper look at how gangs relate to shootings throughout Mobile.
There are groups of them that form gangs together, and that seems to be what they're doing, and innocent people are dying.
News 5 has connected 6 shootings to gang activity, 5 of them in the last year. Those happened at the Thomas Sullivan Community Center, the Trinity Gardens Parade, and the Grand Hall.
Bro, it sound like Son committed all these acts, bro. Like, Son is really the menace of Mobile, Alabama, bro. This nigga caught 6 goddamn... Well, he didn't catch 6 bodies, but he clapped it up. He clapped the situation up 6 times, bro. This nigga's a habitual party shooter-upper.
We're also shooting deaths on Driftwood Drive and Lafayette Street. Prosecutors say gang brothers Isaiah Kelly and Jamarcus Holyfield were both indicted for the shooting at the community center. Kelly was charged in the 2015 shooting of a woman on Monterey Street and is also charged in the shooting at the Trinity Gardens Parade. Holyfield is charged in the Grand Hall shooting, where he was said to have been targeting a rival gang member, J. Marcus Jefferson. Jefferson was later killed in a drive-by shooting on Driftwood Drive. Several hours later, police say another man was killed on Lafayette Street in retaliation. Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste says they have an intelligence unit working specifically to identify these gang members.
We will go after them, and we will make sure that when we find them committing crimes in our community, we will certainly do everything within our means to get them locked up.
In the last 5 months, innocent bystanders have been injured in these gang shootings, 3 at the Trinity Gardens Parade, 5 at the Grand Hall, including Anissa Baker. Chief Batiste says he's committed to stopping the violence, but is also calling on parents to monitor your children.
Bro, parents to monitor their children, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, dog. Parents be thinking they monitoring their children, bro. The kids be one way in front of the mommy and daddy, or mommy, because a lot of times daddy ain't there. The kids be one way in front of mommy. Go outside, they a whole different person. Like, mommy ain't never believe you would be this type of person, but the streets believe you was this type of person and believe you could have did this because they know you. The streets know the real you. The streets know how it really get, bro. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of niggas go home, kiss their mom, act like it's so good and they innocent. And the moms be naive. They don't even be like checking on their sons. Like, they don't even be, you know what I'm saying? They see their son coming home with a whole bunch of gang tattoos, whole bunch of gang banging, rags, all this is gang paraphernalia, always with the gang. They see the colors, but they never question it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that naive shit, it don't never work in the hood, bro.
I believe that their child or their loved ones are associated with a particular group of individuals that may identify themselves as a gang, then as parents, they need to speak up.
Speak up to your children and to law enforcement. Chief Batiste hoping the community will come together to help put an end to gang violence. In Mobile, Katerina Lukatich, WKRG News 5.
Now, as we mentioned, Speck did under a year for his arrest in 2022. But just last year in 2023, his close friend KFN Jason was wanted by local authorities for a robbery. His brother ended up getting gunned down by the police after allegedly trying to run out the back window with an assault rifle. His name was Cordell Jones. May he rest in peace. He was one of 3 people who was shot and lost their life by Mobile police officers in the span of 6 days. May they all rest in peace.
This morning in a house on Charles Street between Gale and South Broad.
Mobile police say 24-year-old Cordell Jones was shot. The SWAT team was serving a search warrant. Police say he was trying to climb out who police were looking for, and it wasn't Jones.
Yeah, Fox News reporter Ariel Mallory now joining us live from MPD headquarters. And Ariel, you found out police were actually searching for Jones' brother.
Yeah, that's right, Byron. According to MPD, the SWAT team was at the house looking for 19-year-old Jason Jones in connection to a robbery. Well, tonight it's still unclear why Cordell Jones tried to make a run for it. Tonight, one brother...
We know why. We know why the other brother made a run for it. That nigga been active. He didn't know you was coming for his brother. He like, I'm the menace. I thought y'all was coming for me. Shit, I been turning the city up. That nigga like, shit, I was gonna run regardless.
Is dead and another is in jail after Mobile police executed a search warrant this morning. This is what Charles Street looked like just after 6 o'clock. Officers and detectives covering the entire street from one end to the next.
At some point during execution of that search warrant, an individual jumped out of the back window of the house armed with a weapon.
That man now identified as 24-year-old Cordell Jones. Chief Prine says Jones was carrying an AR-type rifle, causing an officer to fire multiple times, shooting Jones at least once. Prine didn't say if at any point Jones pointed the rifle at officers. MPD says Cordell Jones wasn't the target of the search warrant. Instead, it was his 19-year-old brother, Jason Jones. According to MPD, Jason was wanted in connection to a robbery. He was arrested and charged with robbery. Police say more arrests could be on the way, and they plan to be transparent with the community.
Just ask people to be calm. We would ask people.
Like, I'm assuming he tried to pop out and get rid of the AR. Like, I'm assuming he didn't pop out with the AR aiming at the, you know what I mean? They never said he upped it. They just said he hopped out, he got out the back window and tried to run with the AR. But if he ain't never aiming, he probably was just trying to get the weapon up out of there. You feel me? Like, but he got his ass popped by the police in the process, though.
Understand that, listen, I've asked the community to partner with me and to trust me, and I can assure you that I'm going to be transparent where I can be transparent, and I will.
This is the third law enforcement involved shooting that's happened in our area within the last 6 days. A man killed in Elsinore last Thursday after deputies responded to a vandalism call, and again the next day in West Mobile when a Mobile County Sheriff's deputy shot a man while serving a warrant. Now, the officer in this most recent shooting has been put on administrative leave, which is standard. It's unclear if there is body camera footage of this shooting. If there is, we certainly plan to ask MPD to release that footage.
Nah, that's a fact. We need that body cam footage, though. We need the body cam footage ASAP. Like, don't even play around with it. Get us the body cam footage, because if he never pointed the gun at nobody, why did he get popped? Like, why did he get popped? He didn't brandish the gun and up it on y'all. It's an AR. You was going to see it regardless.
Tonight at MPD headquarters, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
So now we know who KF Inspect is, what he been doing in the last 10 years since the age of 15 with the law. This is where we really got to pay attention and why we doing this video. On March 11, 2023 is a crazy day for KF Inspect. He dropped a music video titled Lil Crop. He got gloves on in the video. He mentioned that he can't show pose because his PO know they ain't props. And he also mentioned another Mobile, Alabama rapper who's now currently incarcerated once again, Honeycomb Brazy, alluding to his family.
I told y'all, this nigga right here is the demon. This the Mobile, Alabama, bro. He one of them in Mobile, Alabama, bro. Like, if you go watch his story, I got videos on this nigga's story, bro. It's documented.
That Honeycomb Brazy was stopping his mail while he was in jail, or at least trying to. The song have over 100,000 views and counting.
I ain't trying to stop my meal. All I did was switch the name and drop the past, still made my sales. I'm a demon straight from hell.
Honeycomb Brazy have responded, damn, little homie, I'm the same and used to send you money. I took care of you for real, granny. The whole jail know that, though. I ain't got nothing to say about you, though. Y'all can have the internet. I'm so out y'all leave. I don't want no smoke, but don't put my name in no song. Police shaking my head. Now, the same day that video was dropped, March 11, 2023, was the same day a young man lost his life at a block party while standing at a gas station. His final moments was captured on camera. He was identified as 24 years old, Demetrius Hunter. He was gunned down outside the Brothers Quick Pick gas station on Mercraft Highway. It was around 8 p.m. I'm told the block party was going on at the location at the time of the shoot. And according to investigators, Hunter was shot once in the torso and was pronounced deceased at the scene. But in 2016, at just 17 years old, Demetrius Hunter was one of 3 teens in Metro Jail who sat down with the news and gave his reason on why he felt more safe carrying a firearm as a teenager.
In tonight with an update to last night's homicide in Pritchard. The victim, identified as 24-year-old Demetrius Hunter, gunned down outside a gas station on Mare Street and Craft Highway. Tonight, you'll hear what investigators are telling us and from a young Demetrius Hunter who told our cameras 7 years ago to put the guns down. It's just not worth it. A block party takes a terrible, tragic turn last night in Pritchard at Brothers Quick Pick gas station. Investigators identified the victim as 24-year-old Demetrius Hunter, shot once in the torso, pronounced dead on the scene.
Demetrius Hunter being charged with assault second and shooting to occupied vehicle.
In 2016, just 17 years old, Demetrius Hunter was one of 3 teens in Metro Jail who sat down with our then reporter Devin Cafaro to discuss a very disturbing and sometimes deadly trend.
Why did you feel the need to have a gun?
My area where I stayed at, and something's going on. We're getting robbed and stuff happening, and shootouts and fights and all that.
How you gonna ask a teen that's getting raised in the hood, from the hood, coming up in the hood his whole life? You could go look up the murder rate in his city. You could go look up how many shootings take place in his city right now. But then you're gonna ask the kid, why did you feel the need to carry a weapon? Like, are you serious, reporter? You probably got a gun license. You probably be walking around with the blick too. Like, you know what it is if you live here. Stop playing. Even though you probably live on a good part of town.
You know, I just feel safer with a gun.
All 3 teens very candid about why they decided to pick up a gun and what it felt like.
It felt like power.
Felt like power?
Yeah, like you know, you ain't scared of nobody.
Tonight, Demetrius is a victim, the latest.
Nah, that nigga sound like a coward. Nigga said it felt like power, like you ain't scared of nobody. You ain't supposed to be scared of nobody regardless. You're supposed to have the hammer on you for protection. A nigga like that, with a hammer is dangerous. Like, bro, I feel like I ain't scared of nobody. So you was scared before. But now this gun just put this battery in your back that charge you up. Make you want to go do something. Like, you know what I mean? That's a dangerous nigga with a gun. You know what I mean? Not everybody supposed to have firearms in this world.
By gun violence, something he told us 7 years ago was a vicious cycle among young people who feel like they don't have any other options but to carry a gun to protect themselves.
I didn't want to die. I was scared. People that want to be like that. People that want to live.
Bro, they always say the scariest thing in the world is a nigga that's scared. A nigga that's scared will do something to you. A nigga that's scared will hurt you without him even meaning to do it. He's scared. You know what I'm saying?
That lifestyle, they think that's the way to live. But once you get back here, it don't matter what you did or how you did it. You'll be a nobody back here. It ain't want to be worth throwing your life away.
Even as investigators continue to follow leads into his murder, Demetrius's words still hold true 7 years later.
Put the gun down. You got a problem, walk the other way. Find a job. Just stay out of trouble. Don't think a gun. It'll keep you out of trouble because it only bring more trouble. Some trouble that you can't get out.
Hey, man. At least he figured it out, bro. It took him being behind them bars. Took him being behind the wall for a little minute to start to figure that out. It's sad, though, bro. This is a sad situation. I ain't gonna lie.
At this time, no arrests have been made in the case. If you have information that can help investigators, call Pritchard's Major Crime Division.
Now, fam, it took 499 days for someone to get arrested for an incident that took place on camera in front of hundreds of people. And according to the victim, Demetrius Hunter's mom, this was a suspect who she knew very well. It was very close with her son and has yet to this day got a reasoning on why this was done. Isaiah Jamal Kelly, a.k.a. KF Inspect, was later identified and arrested. And when asked, did he have anything to say to his alleged friend mom? Well, check out the news clip.
3 years, and you know that I'm not gonna rest until I find out what happened to you that night that you was left alone and you died.
New tonight, a mother grateful after waiting more than a year for an arrest in her son's murder.
In March last year, Demetrius Hunter was gunned down at a gas station in Pritchard. That incident caught on surveillance video. Dozens of people were running from that store.
Yeah, late this afternoon, Isaiah Kelly arrested and charged with murder. Fox 10 News reporter Ariel Mallory live outside Metro Jail tonight.
And Ariel, Kelly's no stranger to Metro.
No, he's not, Lenison Lee. In fact, jail records show Isaiah Kelly was already on probation, charged with 3 counts of shooting into a house 2 years ago. And it also shows a long list of other violent charges going back to 2017. Now, he didn't have anything to say on his way to Metro today, but the victim's mother has a lot to say.
They have arrested someone in his case and charged him with murder.
Tonight, it's this news that Sharon Thomas has been waiting 499 days to hear. An arrest in the death of her 24-year-old son, Demetrius Hunter. Isaiah, do you have anything you want to say about this?
Family
What
or your
about his
family?
mom, who has been mourning the loss of her son? This was the suspect, Isaiah Kelly, on his way to Metro Jail.
Bro, son look like he don't even care, bro. Like, son look like he don't even care. I ain't gonna lie. Like, look at him coming out the jail.
Who has been mourning the loss of
Look at him. He just like, get out my face. I don't want to talk.
This was the suspect, Isaiah Kelly, on his way to Metro Jail this afternoon.
He bodied his friend. He know his friend mama. Like, he know his friend. Like, we all know our friends' moms. Like, if that's really your bro, that's really your homie, you've been around them for years, you know they peoples. Like, you know they family know you, they treat you like family. Like, and now she like, oh, the victim mom want to hear from you. That nigga like, get my hair out my face, get you out my face. Like, I don't care about the situation. That's what I feel from how he acted, his body language. Y'all let me know if I'm tweaking.
Nothing to say. Kelly is charged with murder. Back on March 11th, Hunter was shot and killed outside the Brothers Quick Pick gas station on Mayer Avenue in Pritchard. This surveillance video shows the moments before the gunfire. The mother says the shooting was personal because he was killed by a friend.
I just felt so relieved and so ecstatic, but then disappointed at the same time of the person that they did charge with it, because they was friends.
It wasn't only this video that helped in the investigation. Sergeant Lonnie Parsons says the public speaking out was crucial.
Luckily, we had witnesses come forward. As in any case, witnesses are key. We absolutely believe the streets are a lot safer now that he's behind bars.
Bro, the police don't really be doing that much police work these days. In 2024, what they do is they rely on cameras and witnesses. Witnesses and cameras, bro. It's not that much investigation going into these crimes, when especially shit like this in the hood. Like, stuff in the hood, they just go to witnesses. There's always a witness. They'll pay a witness. Like, well, they'll pay somebody to get the information that they want if they really need it. You feel me? But in this case, they had a witness and they had surveillance footage. So, it's over. Like, you know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm going, man. I'm off this nasty, bro. This video crazy. This was a wild one. Bro bodied his best friend. He was already on a crazy path. Like, he was a menace. He was wilding. But then to turn around and body your best friend, and then at the end of the story, it's crazy, bro. Like, but I mean, he charged with the body, bro. It is what it is, man. I'm off this nasty. I'll see y'all in the next one. If y'all like the video, y'all jacking me, y'all jacking the video, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share it, get some other people involved, try to bring some people into the channel. I appreciate everybody. Y'all my hearts. I'm gone, bros.